Regular VAR has a single time horizon and looks at the possible values of an instrument after that amount of time has passed. Multi-period VAR looks out over many periods, which could be as many as every month for the next 30 years. Whereas the number of scenarios generated for single-period VAR is equal to the number of historical shifts in the specified time window. For example, weekly for 2 years leads to 104 scenarios, since each date pair is used once and only once. Multi-period VAR reuses the historical market data shifts over and over so that many more dates can be generated. Let's look at the output of a run to get a better idea of what this means. We have requested 100 paths be generated quarterly for the next 10 years. This leads to a matrix that has 100 rows and 41 columns, including today. In each row is a possible path of values for the instrument. Multi-period VAR is like VAR, but for multiple future time horizons. This VAR run gives us a set of possible option values 3 months in the future in the second column. This multi-period VAR run goes out 10 years, with a column of results for each of the next 40 quarters. Most of the inputs to multi-period VAR are the same as regular VAR, in particular the historical time window. But multi-period VAR also asks how far out to look and with what frequency. It also lets you select the number of simulation paths to run. For single-period VAR, the number of scenarios is equal to the number of historical periods, but with multi-period VAR, this can be set by the user. This is done by having the simulation randomly select market data from the historical window over and over, sampling with replacement. Overlap indicates whether only start and end points are used from the historical time window, i.e. only January 15th, April 15th, etc. for quarterly, or any points may be used. The change from January 15th to April 15th is one possibility, and January 16th to April 16th is another, etc. Besides the statistics for each future period, the graph shows the tails of the distribution by period, by default the 5th percentile and the 95th percentile. Please take a look at the next video in the series on CVA counterpart evaluation adjustments and see how similar it is and how simple it is to learn once you understand multi-period VAR.